Hi, class. Here are some tricks on finding the min and max, the minimum and maximum of a series of numbers. In this problem, we want to find out if we generate 50 random numbers inside of a for loop, and we can do that now. We know how to do that. What's the maximum number and what's the minimum number that were declared? Well, knowing a couple little segments of code here is going to let you apply this trick to a multitude of applications. You can do it with checking banking records, with checking number of times an incident has happened, etc. Many different places that we'll use this. So the two variables that we need are clearly going to be max and min. And then the question becomes, what do we initially set these to? So the answer is inside our for loop, the very first time through, so if this is a for loop running an index variable I starting at 0, this is the first time through when I equals 0. So the first time through, we're going to set max to whatever min is, and we're going to set that to whatever the first value is. And this sets both min and max. You can actually use this as code, and you can do a triple assignment like this, and it just copies the right-hand value all the way across to the left. So that's the first time through. The subsequent times, you do a little bit of processing with an if statement. So subsequent. Then to check for the max, what we're going to do is just an if statement. If the value is greater than max, then we will set max to that value. Now, we'll also do an if for min. Now, note this is not an else, not an else if. It's just a straight standalone, another if statement. And this is if the value is less than min, then we will set min to the value. So let's see how this actually works in practice. So suppose that I have a for loop that's going to run 5 times. Okay, so the first time through I is going to equal 0. Max and min, we'll have to figure that out. All right, so the first time through, we enter a value. Let's say that it is 6. So 6 is entered. And since this is the first time through, we set min and max to that same number 6. Now we go on to the next time. And there'll be a 0, 1, 2, 3, and a 4, because we're doing this a total of 5 times. The second time through, let's suppose we enter a 12. Well, then let's ask this question right here. If value is greater than max, so is that true or false? If value is greater than max, well, value is 12, max is 6, so that is true. So in this case, then, we set max to value. So we would set max to 12 here. Next, let's process this next if statement. If value is less than min. So is value here less than min here? Nope. So this statement is not declared or is not executed. Next time through, let's suppose it's a 4. 4 is not greater than 12, so max will stay at 12. However, 4 definitely is less than 6, so min changes to 4. And we can see that this code continues to stay intact regardless of what we put in. Let's put in a 100. Then is 100 greater than 12? Yes, it is. Is 100 less than 4? No, it's not. So that carries forward. And then let's do a -5. Is -5 greater than 100? No, it's not. Is -5 less than 4? And yep, it is. So we set the new min to that. So use this code liberally in your coding to find min and max. And let's take a look at some actual code and an application of this. Here's some code showing how to find this max and min. We are going to create 25 random numbers. And the range for those random numbers that we'll see here in line 9 is 0 to 999. That's what we can expect with ran modded by 1,000. Now, we definitely put in here this if-else clause. We need this to specify if this is the first time through or not. If it is, then we have to do line 11. Max equals min equals value. So whatever the value was generated, that becomes the new max and the new min, the initial ones, I should say. Otherwise, that means if it's subsequent to the first time, well, then we just execute this simple logic. If value is greater than max, max is the new value. If value is less than min, well, then now min is that new value. Pretty straightforward. And then we can throw out our counts, not our counts, but our storage of max and min. And you see here in this run, I got 926 and 37 for max and min. I'll run it again, 981 and 10, and we're getting some kind of random behavior here.